What's going on, everyone? It's time for another creature feature film review. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most iconic creature film franchises ever, Godzilla. Today, we're going to talk about Godzilla minus one. Now, this is the Japanese one, the 33rd actual film from Toho. And they're obviously way better than the god awful garbage American made ones. So it was released November 3rd, 2023, and it was directed by Takashi Yamazaki, who did films like The Eternal Zero, Always Sunset on 31st Street, Parasite Part 1 and 2, and The Great War of Archimedes. This had a budget of 10 to 12 million dollars. I think it went over budget technically, but uh yeah. So Godzilla minus one. This is you follow a young guy who is fighting a war, and they come across Godzilla, who is only thought to be a mythical creature, and he comes back all traumatized and stuff and doesn't want to go back to war. But then Godzilla comes and destroys parts of Tokyo, and they have to them and the government's collapsing, so they all the townspeople and everything have to team up together and try to take care of Godzilla, and they come up with a plan to try to take out the big threat. Overall, this is your standard monster movie. It's really good. They don't shy away of showing Godzilla in this film too. He has a lot more screen time than a lot of the other ones and stuff. They don't try to hide it all. He's out in the daytime quite a bit too in this. Now this is film is very well shot. The cinematography is really good. The music is really good. It calls back to the old Godzilla films, the original like first three or four, with the way the score is done. It's very good. And the acting, as far as I could tell, it was pretty good. Obviously, I don't speak Japanese or anything, so I couldn't tell you how it is. But it looks great. And the special effects in it. Now, the special effects in this are really good. This makes Godzilla Kong New Empire look like fucking trash. This film was made for $12 million. That one was made for $250 million, and this one by far outshoots all that. Like, even the compositing and stuff in the day scenes look really good. There's some part you can tell where there's some ones where it looks a little cartoonyish and stuff, where they probably didn't have enough time to touch it up. But still, that's only like a tiny little nitpick and stuff. There's just things I'd do differently if I was in that. Like, there's certain scenes where Godzilla's standing in front of fire and it's just like a solid yellow against him, where I would have tried to make it like flicker. I know it's a little hard to do that, but stupid little things like that, like I'd nitpick. But other than that, the CGI and all the special effects, even the practical effects they use, stuff looks really good. And there's very little bad things about this film. It's your typical Godzilla monster movie, though, where the humans obviously don't really have much meaning in it and stuff, but it's a good depiction of emphasize. It's like what's the word? It's showing. It's basically a metaphor for war and stuff. How pointless some wars are, and a lot of people go through a lot of heartbreak, despair, lose everyone and stuff. They tried to put that all into this. It definitely a good callback to the Hiroshima bombing. That's how the first Godzilla came about, and now this one. It's basically telling you it again. But overall, I thought the film was pretty good and stuff. Some of the character scenes were a little dragged a bit, but other than that, it was pretty good. It's a little standard, but other than that, this is by far one of the best Godzilla movies out there, besides the very first one. And this is definitely in the top like 3 out of all the like 45 movies that are out with them and all the TV shows and stuff. This is by far one of the best ones. So if you want to check out it, definitely watch it. This is a really good one. And they definitely made him more of an apex predator, very Jurassic Parkish vibes in it and stuff. And if you like monster movies, you like Godzilla, you're gonna love this one. So definitely check it out. Watch it with subtitles because it's better than the English dub. I watched the English dub one. It was pretty cheesy sometimes with the English dub, but yeah, try to watch it subtitled. It's makes it a whole lot better when you actually see it with the actual uh, Japanese like narrations and stuff. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give Godzilla -1 a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was really good. Besides your typical human and pointless human interactions and stuff like that, this film is pretty flawless. So, if you want to see a good monster movie, and most of it happens in the daytime too, so it's not super scary or anything like that. So you can probably even watch it with families and stuff, and it'll be a good time. Definitely check it out. This also won an Oscar for the best visual effects. You know what that means? This film is up there with the special effects from Terminator 2, Titanic, Aliens, and a whole lot others. Like that's how good this film is. Like the special effects in this film are. That the Academy actually acknowledged it. Do you see that with any of the Marvel movies, any of the Godzilla films from America? Hell no, because half of that stuff's shit. So I guess yeah, I'll just stop talking now. Yeah. So if you want to check it out, it is on Netflix right now, so you could actually watch it there. I'll link the trailer down below, so you can at least check that out, so you can see what I'm talking about. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post video clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually put the film title in there and some sort of history thing in there as well, usually. And yeah, make sure you check out my Letterbox. That's linked down below as well. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service I want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below as well. And I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Also, let me know if you want me to review more Godzilla movies. I've done most of the American ones, but if you want me to do a lot of the other 32 other Japanese ones, let me know in the comments. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also share my opinions on popular films, so come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm going to review a weird B movie from, I think it's from the 60s, The Undertaker and His Pals in the next film review. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, watch out for those big monsters that are coming to destroy our cities because we're having pointless wars and governments just are greedy as fuck. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.